Hello everyone, how are you today? How was your weekend? Was it good?
Hi, Miss.
Hello Catherine, how are you? Good, very
I'm
good.
doing good.
Awesome. I hope you guys could rest. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. You're full of energy to start this. Next week, we are getting close to the end because tomorrow is our 10th class, which means that we are in the half of the process, right? Tomorrow is our midterm exam. It's very easy. You guys will do very good. Don't worry. Tomorrow I will give you some situations for preparing your speaking, and you will present it next Wednesday. Okay. So as I told you, this is our 9th class. We are getting close to the middle of the process. Well, to the middle of this cycle, of course, but very close to the end of the whole process you guys have had, which is, of course, is a little bit sad because we have been together for a long time, but it's also something that makes us feel very proud of what we have done. Yeah, especially you, because you have worked very hard, and we really hope that it is worth it. Okay. And today we are going to finish with Unit 2, and we are going to do like the overview of Unit 1 and 2 for tomorrow, having a very good exam. Okay, the exam is very easy. It is in Moodle, so I really need you to schedule that in your calendar. Okay, so you guys are on time. You guys can have the necessary tools you need, like good internet, a computer. Yeah, I know that you can enter Moodle from a cell phone, but that's not the recommended thing because it can be a little bit hard for you, yeah, to take the test from the cell phone. So I suggest you to use a computer to have good internet tomorrow so you can listen to the recordings very well. Okay, and that's it. Questions, comments about what we have done, about the plans, about the midterm. Okay, Diego is asking us, how will be the exam? Okay, Diego, basically, you guys have Moodle, yeah? So we will take it from Moodle, yeah? And it has one listening exercise. Where's it? Let me just check very quickly. I remember it was one listening, 3 vocabulary, and 1 reading. But let me check just in case. Okay. Midterm. Okay. Yes, as I told you, 1 reading exercise. Here we are. 1, 2, 3 vocabulary exercises, very short and easy. The vocabulary we have checked together. Yeah. And 1 and 2. 2 listening exercises, 3 vocabulary exercises, and 1 reading. So basically it takes around 30 minutes, I think. 30, 40, but I was talking to Laura this morning about the exam, and we consider that you guys will have around 1 hour and 20 for taking it. It does not mean that you are going to spend all of that because like in contrast to the other exams you guys were used to take, this is very easy and simple, okay? But I understand that some of you, I don't know, may have some problems with the internet and all of those things that can happen. So we are going to have like 1 hour and 20, and the rest of the time is for me to give you the topics of the speaking, to explain that, to give you some minutes for working on that. And that's it. Yeah. And the exam, as it is in Moodle, it will have time limit. Okay, so as soon as you enter, you have to take it because it will count the time. Yeah. we will have 80 minutes for it. Like, yes, 80 is like 1 hour and 20. And that's it. Basically, you guys have been very familiar to those activities from Moodle. So imagine that 2 listening activities, 3 vocabulary words, and 1 reading. That is your exam. And is related to everything we have been talking, like how to open a call, how to take messages, how to transfer calls. Yeah, and you have everything there. All the tools are there. So you just have to be very good readers. Okay, what else? What other questions? Okay, ask me any questions because I am having some problems to open the agenda here. So let me see if I can just do another thing. Okay, how can I just put it here from here to my email? Okay, guys, what are the other questions? No more questions? Are you ready for the test? Boys and girls?
Hello, teacher. I don't know.
You don't have any questions, Manuel?
No, teacher, I don't have any question, and I don't know if I am ready for the test.
Okay. I know, I'm sure you are. Don't worry. Jorge has another question. Okay, the speaking. Okay, Jorge's asking about the speaking. Tomorrow, I will give you some situations for you to prepare with a partner. The situations are related to different phone calls, of course. Like, for example, one could be for customers who are showing objection to what you are offering. The other one is like a very strong complaint, yeah, when they call to complain. The other one could be for transferring calls. Yeah, so basically the situations we have discussed, the situations we have also seen in the videos, the situations that refer to the vocabulary and useful language we have studied, everything we have done and taught here. Yeah, do not worry. But what I really need you to do is to be responsible, because sometimes when I send you to the other rooms, your classmates struggle with that organization. Yeah, and they are like, teacher, I am alone. Teacher, my partner didn't work, etc. So I understand that it's so hard because I am not the one who organizes the rooms. It's not like, okay, let me see, Diego. Diego usually works. Natalia, okay, no, that's not what I do. I just ask Zoom to do it, and Zoom sends you to a room. And sometimes you are interrupting your classmate's work, yeah, because if there is pairs and there is only one person, and then I have to send that person to another couple, and tomorrow is an exam, so it cannot be like that. Yeah, the idea is couples because we are practicing the calls that way. And if you notice, unless you have to transfer the call, there are only 2 people talking. Yes, so please, I really need you to be very responsible with that, because sometimes we affect the other person's work, but of course without being willing to do it. So that's not something that we do intentionally. Yeah, so for tomorrow, when I send you to the other to your room with another person, you can talk to the person, you can have a conversation about how you can practice and plan your speaking, and then on Wednesday you guys will present it. Tomorrow does not mean that you are going to have a lot of time, like 1 hour or 2 for preparing it. No, but at least maybe 30 minutes. Depends on how long you guys take on the test, yeah? And that way you can just set a plan with your classmate, okay? The classmate that is assigned for your speaking, okay? What else? I really love questions. So keep asking. Any other thing? Well, that is what we're gonna do. So today we're going to finish unit 2. We are going to introduce unit 3 as well at the end of the lesson. And tomorrow we will have some time for giving you the speaking situations, the rest of it for taking the test, and that's it. And one thing that I wanted to tell you is that we finished classes at 7:50. I was told that it was 7:55, but this morning I was told that it was 7:50. So sorry about your 5 minutes that I was stealing. Yes, Natalia.
Teacher, I have a question. What is the deadline for Moodle?
That's a very good question. Let me just check out. Natalia, for the whole one, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. Okay, tomorrow is our 10th one, and this is going to be our 20th. That is Monday 30th. Oof. Okay. Monday 30th is our last class. Yes, our last lesson. Because 21st, according to the agreement we got, we are not having class. So I think, Natalia, that I will say Sunday 29th. This is going to be very different. I'm not going to give you one day after it, but one day before. Because as I told you, and we already had that meeting, as I told you, because of all the arrangements and things that they have to change in order to giving us those pauses and breaks, our reports and everything we have to send to our coordinators and director will be very, 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 very close to the end time, yeah? So we won't have extra time for it. So I think that the recommended thing will be Sunday 29th, you don't forget, and then on Monday I will say, okay, you have more time today. Yeah, that's it. Let me speak Spanish for that, chicos. Yo ya había sido un poquito intensa con eso, ya les había dicho, y desde el ciclo pasado estaba entrenándolos para ese cambio, y era que no podíamos extendernos más tiempo en la fecha de cierre de las actividades extra clase, ¿sí? Las que hacen ustedes como trabajo asincrónico. Esta vez no cambia, de hecho es más estricto y quiero que lo entiendan muy bien. Nosotros tuvimos un cambio en el calendario porque terminábamos el viernes 6 de octubre, recuerden bien, ¿sí? El hecho de que diese más espacio, días más, bueno, recesos más largos, digamos que cambió todo. Entonces, la directora Laura ya nos dijo la semana pasada en reunión, yo les había contado a ustedes que este cierre va a ser mucho más estricto para nuestros reportes. Entonces tenemos que enviar reportes de notas, reportes a la gobernación, informes, un montón de cosas. Eso tiene muchísimo papeleo. Entonces, si yo a usted les doy más tiempo, no cumplo con mis tiempos, ¿sí? Entonces, es como ustedes conmigo, yo con ellos con la directora. Entonces, vamos así, como escalando. Y Carolina ya nos dijo, porque yo tengo que ir a mandar directamente a Carolina todos los reportes, ella nos dijo, ustedes terminan el 29, perdón, el 30 y el 31 tienen que subir informes de todo. Y nosotros un día para hacer todo eso, quiere decir que antes vamos a estar calificando y ya subiendo lo que se tenga. Entonces, si ustedes terminan el 30, yo les digo que hasta el domingo 29 Moodle estará abierto. ¿Vale? Por si hay alguna cosa que haya extraordinaria, digo, ok, el lunes 30 al mediodía. ¿Sí? Pero entonces tengan en la cabeza, yo les voy a seguir recordando, domingo 29 sería ya que estuvieran listos. Porque igual de la unidad 1 y 2 ya hemos hecho muchas cositas. Ustedes ya tienen varios adelantados. La idea es que ustedes vayan a la par con la misma semana. Esta semana empezamos la 3, se supone que ya deben haber terminado la 1 y la 2, para que no les coja el tarde. ¿Ok? Thank you for the question, Natalia. Jorge, yes, go ahead.
Profe, yo vi unas actividades de speaking, digamos, unidad 1, unidad 2.
No.
Es como con la cámara, o son grabaciones o cómo es eso.
Thank you for that. I'm going to close them right now because that will be hard to deal with. Yeah, I know that, well, that's something that we also spoke about in the meeting. We are not going to take them into account, so I need to ask the engineer to take them out without affecting your scores, but we already discussed that. So you guys are not going to see them anymore. I'm going to close them. Because they have like instructions that require you guys record yourself and do lots of things and upload the videos, and we want to avoid trouble with that. Yeah, that maybe I cannot do it, I cannot send it, this is very heavy, this is not how it is. This is not the form. This is not the format. Yeah, so it's like, no, too much. So we are going to take them away, and your speaking is what you guys do in classes, and of course that's why we have speaking in the midterm and speaking in the final test. Okay, so do not worry about that, but thank you. That's a good reminder because I need to hide them from you. Thank you. I'm doing it now. Okay, what else? What other questions? Speaking one, gone. Okay, speaking two. Okay, guys, any other question? Well, if we don't have any other question, let's go. This is our agenda. Oh, I need to check out the attendance. First, the attendance. And then the plan. Okay, here we are. Karen?
Present, teacher.
Okay, Karen. Karen, I'm not sure why I listen to you very low, but I think maybe, I don't know, maybe on Wednesday when you have to present the speaking, you can fix it. Yeah, will be like maybe just for that day, if you find a way of fixing the volume, will be wonderful. Thank you for it. Okay, Kiara. Kiara.
Present, teacher.
Thank you, Kiara. Jorge.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Natalia.
Present.
Yes, Natalia. Diego.
Present, teacher.
Great. Manuela.
Yes, teacher.
Awesome. Catherine.
Present, miss.
All right. Mandy.
Present, teacher.
Okay, very good. Manuel.
Hello, teacher. Present.
Okay, Manuel. Maria. Maria. Maria Alejandra Vega. Vega Maria Alejandra. I saw her. She's not. Yes, Maria, hello. Okay, perfect. In the chat. Thank you. And Vanessa.
Present, teacher.
Thank you.
Teacher,
Nora.
I have a problem with the energy.
Okay, today, yeah?
And yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. Just keep me updated if you can. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, my dear
Present.
friends. Yes,
Jessica.
Jessica. My goodness, why am I missing you? Let me see what's wrong. Jessica, Manuela, Jessica, Catherine. Okay, Jessica, thank you so much. Thank you for being attentive. That's the attitude. Okay, Manuel, Maria, Vanessa. So what's the mistake here? Okay, gotcha. Okay, don't, Jessica, don't worry. Dear friends, this is our lesson. Okay, so basically, we're going to finish the unit and we are going to introduce the new one as well. Okay, remember, as I told you at the beginning of this conversation, class 9, tomorrow is the exam. Yeah. And here we are. The first thing we're going to do, and that is individual, because remember that the idea is that you guys do it on your own, and then we socialize, then you guys come up with your ideas, opinions, yes, with the responses. So we are going to listen to a potential buyer leaving a message, and you guys will answer some questions based on that conversation, okay? That's gonna be our warm-up for today. That is the listening. Then we will finish unit 2 with this video discussion, that is how to use positive scripting in your codes. And I also got some vocabulary related to this, Yes, like why is it important? What are the benefits of using positive scripting? And I also got you some examples like from opening the call, from transparent, yeah, the ones that we have talked about because this is the review. Okay. So based on this positive scripting and all the examples that I'm going to show you, you guys will work on an exercise. Yeah, that is changing the script. Similar activity we have done before, but with a different scenario. That is one customer that was showing objection. Yes, so that's our first part. After that, we will start unit 3. Yes, as I told you, we are going to introduce this one with building rapport with customers, techniques, vocabulary, and one exercise. That's the whole class today. Questions, comments? No questions, no comments? You use all the questions at the beginning of the lesson? Yeah, okay, perfect. So let's start. Here we are. I'm going to give you the link of the activity. I'm going to explain the activity, of course, and I will give you some time for working on it. Yeah, and then we are going to be together socializing and sharing our responses, ideas, comments, questions, etc. Okay, that's the plan. So yes, Maria, don't worry, I already read the message. Okay. There you are. When you open that activity, scroll down a little bit to find the tabs, okay? Because if you are on top of the page, you won't find it. So scroll down and get to the activity. Here we are. Okay, wait a second, this is not like here. Okay, listen to a conversation about a potential buyer. Sorry about this little mistake here, buyer. Leaving voice message expressing his interest in purchasing a used car advertised. Click on the correct answer. Here, look, you guys are going to click and you will find the recording here, okay? You don't have to download anything.
Hello.
It is there.
This message is for Steven.
And we have these 4 questions. Well, actually 3 and then the other one. So that will be 4 in total. So why is the speaker calling? Yes, why is the speaker calling? You have from A to D. What will the listener probably do next? So you have to infer, yeah, based on what you hear. What does the speaker ask the listener to do? Okay, and here you guys select the correct option. You just have to click on it.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes?
But recorder voice are the same or are different?
Excuse me, can you repeat?
The voice recorder are the same?
They are the same. Yes, they are the same. Yeah, because in the second part, it is listen again. So basically the same information. Listen again and complete the spaces by writing the correct words from the audio. Thank you for the question, part. So you listen again. It means that you already know what they're talking about. But here, you guys are going to discriminate the word, right? And type the correct one. Okay? So let's check, look.
Hello. This message is for Steven. Steven, my name is Ted Wilcox, and I'm calling about the 2006 Hayashi 4-door sedan.
So this is basically the script of the conversation, okay? So you guys are going to type the correct word. Then when you are done, you click on finish And then you click on check my answers. Of course, it's gonna be all wrong because I didn't do anything. Look. Yeah. And please do not close the website because I can ask you to share your screen, any of you. Yeah, so we can check, socialize, okay? That's it. Questions about the activity? Okay. The activity is easy, but I really want you to do it. Yeah, please do not wait until we check the answers. Do it because you guys are also training for the listening tomorrow. Yeah, okay. So let's start. Please tell me when you are done so we can check your responses. Okay, go ahead, guys. You guys have the link in the chat. There you are.
Problema. ¿Ya acabó?
Are you guys done? Can you share your screen and can we check?
Yes, please, a minute.
Okay, Catherine, yes, don't worry, more time. That's okay.
Y esto para allá, y esto. Esto, el balde, yo no sé si lo necesitarán allá. Algo. Andy, your microphone.
Okay, I think we are done for checking. Okay. How was it? Was it good? Was it okay? Was it easy? Difficult? Is there any person who can share the screen so we can check very quickly?
I can share, but I made a mistake in.
It's okay.
Okay.
I already let you do it. Don't worry. Awesome. Why is the speaker calling? He's responding to an advertisement. Yeah? He saw an advertisement about the car. What will the listener probably do next? Return the phone call as soon as he gets the message. What does the speaker ask the listener to do? Call him back. Take a message. What? If those are mostly highway miles or city miles. Ford is okay. What was the other word next to the car, guys? Any person?
Cell.
Sorry. Any other person who got the kind of car correct? 4-door sedan? Yes, thank you, Karen.
4 doors.
Yes. Okay, very good. That was good. Okay, my dear friends, thank you for working on that. Thank you for sharing. Now, let's introduce our topic. Here we are. We have been talking about why is it important to use the right vocabulary when we receive calls or make calls. Why is it important to know how to transfer them? How we can do it, right? Why is it important to take the messages correctly? Yes. So basically, we have been working on that introduction of basic things to know if we want to work as a call center agent, right? Now, to finish this unit, this is the end of the unit, we are going to check out this. That is, this is how to use positive scripting in your calls. Yes, how? And also, which ones will be those phrases that could be very useful. So I have all about it. I have the benefits and also some examples. Yes, but before we check this one, we are going to see the video, okay? This is the lesson 4, that is the last part of this unit 2. So let's watch the video together. And after the video, we can discuss that information and we can also summarize all of those phrases, okay? Because after that, you guys will have an activity. So that is unit 2, getting in touch. That is the last activity of that unit. And the video is in our study captions section and is using positive language, which is positive scripting. Okay, here we are. Let me show you. You please tell me if you can listen to it, if that's okay, or if I give you some minutes for watching the video on your own. It depends.
Matrix 24 es un software gratuito de gestión de proyectos diseñado para todo tipo de equipos.
In our last lesson, you learned how to ask relevant questions.
Wait.
In this lesson, you In our last lesson, you learned how to ask relevant questions. In this lesson, you will learn how to use positive scripting or language in order to make your customers' experience even better. Now, why is using positive scripting important? Using positive scripting is really important because it makes every customer interaction peaceful and seamless. It also makes your customers feel respected and understood because you're using words that are easy to understand. It is important to note that learning positive scripting takes time and practice. There are several ways you can demonstrate positive scripting in your conversation. Tip number 1, avoid using the statements I can't or I cannot, I won't or I will not, and unfortunately. Once customers hear them, they might think that you're not doing your best to help them, even though you are. So to avoid this impression, use positive scripting. As an example, let's use this scenario. A customer wants to request for a replacement bag. However, the color she wants is not available at the moment. Let's say the customer says, I want to request for a replacement because I received the wrong color. I want the color blue. A bad example of a response is, unfortunately, I cannot replace the bag because the color blue is currently out of stock. You can check again in a few days. A better example of a response is, I'm truly sorry that you received the wrong color. I see that you like the color red. At the moment, it is still out of stock. However, you can definitely sign up for the wait list on our website so that you'll be updated when it's available again. Notice that I did not use I cannot or I will not and any of the other negative words, such as unfortunately. Another example, let's say the customer wants to rebook a flight. A bad example is, Mr. Batsky, I cannot rebook your flight anymore because it's already within 4 hours from the actual time of your flight departure. What's better is, Mr. Batsky, I understand that you need to rebook your flight now, but because it is already within 4 hours from the actual flight departure, the flight can no longer be rebooked. With the use of those positive statements, you will be able to turn a negative situation around by making it sound more positive, even though you are not really able to do anything anymore about the concern or the issue. Tip number 2, to make sure you use positive scripting, is to use power words or phrases when speaking with your customers. Power words and phrases are an effective way to maintain the energy of the conversation. Usually, these are descriptive words used to express agreement or confirmation. Although using these words in your call is important, keep in mind not to overdo it as well. For example, a customer says, I'm interested in purchasing the red backpack you have listed on your website. You can say, that bag is awesome. How can I assist you with your purchase? Just using the word awesome already adds something positive to the conversation. Another example, customer says, I need help with checking my billing statement. You can say, absolutely, I'll be happy to go over your billing statement with you. Simply using the words awesome, lovely, absolutely already makes a big difference. Tip number 3, use customer-centric or non-blaming language. Sometimes, even though it's your customer's fault, that's why there's an issue or a problem in the account, it's still your responsibility as a customer service specialist to assist the customer the best way you can. And most importantly, to help that customer understand what happened and avoid the same mistake in the future. You can start by using non-blaming language when you are speaking with the customer. What is a non-blaming language? Let's show you some examples, shall we? The customer might ask, why was my account charged a fee? And then a bad example is, that's because you did not pay on time, Mr. Perez. The use of the phrase you did not pay on time sounds like you are blaming the customer. Like saying, it's your fault, Mr. Customer. In reality, you never really know what happened to the customer that caused him to miss the due date, so you also need to be empathetic and sensitive. This is how you use customer-centric and non-blaming language. Example, Mr. Perez, your account was charged a fee because there's no payment made before the due date. You can actually turn on the option to receive message alerts on your phone or email so that you'll receive a reminder when your due date is With that example, you are driving the conversation to an explanation of what happened to the account and also like an education to the customer so that that same mistake can be avoided in the future. So notice that in the bad example that I provided, it says you did not pay on time. You did not pay on time, that's why you got charged a fee. Whereas on the other example, using positive scripting or non-blaming language, it says there was no payment made on the account. That is why it was charged a fee. So you see the difference? It's not like you are saying you did not pay, which sounds a bit too much for the customer. It will make the customer feel that you are just putting all the blame to the customer himself or herself. So we don't want to sound like that. We still want to be sensitive because, as I mentioned earlier, we don't really know what exactly happened that made the customer miss the payment due date. Now that you have learned some positive words and phrases you can use in your conversation with customers, it's time to learn how to close a call properly, which we will talk about in our next lesson.
Could you guys listen
You know,
to it well? Do you want to watch it again? Do you want to watch it on your own? What's the best thing for you now? Was it interrupted? Boys and girls.
Only if we can time.
And we can rewatch it, teacher. Sorry.
Okay, but was it okay? I mean, like the connection and the sound and the image, yeah?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
That's
There
my
is the live is
sorry, the light. I'm not sure if I understood for him. Okay, let's watch it again and
in my case.
okay. Let's do you want the subtitles or that's okay?
That's okay, teacher.
Okay.
Last lesson, you learned how to ask relevant questions. In this lesson, you will learn how to use positive scripting or language in order to make your customers' experience even better. Now, why is using positive scripting important? Using positive scripting is really important because it makes every customer interaction peaceful and seamless. It also makes your customers feel respected and understood because you're using words that are easy to understand. It is important to note that learning positive scripting takes time and practice. There are several ways you can demonstrate positive scripting in your conversation. Tip number 1, avoid using the statements I can't or I cannot, I won't or I will not, and unfortunately. Once customers hear them, they might think that you're not doing your best to help them, even though you are. So to avoid this impression, use positive scripting. As an example, let's use this scenario. A customer wants to request for a replacement bag. However, the collar she wants is not available at the moment. Let's say the customer says, I want to request for a replacement because I received the wrong collar. I want the collar blue. A bad example of a response is, unfortunately, I cannot replace the bag because the collar blue is currently out of stock. You can check again in a few days. A better example of a response is, I'm truly sorry that you received the wrong collar. I see that you like the collar red. At the moment, it is still out of stock. However, you can definitely sign up for the wait list on our website so that you'll be updated when it's available again. Notice that I did not use I cannot or I will not and any of the other negative words, such as unfortunately. Another example, let's say the customer wants to rebook a flight. A bad example is, Mr. Batsky, I cannot rebook your flight anymore because it's already within 4 hours from the actual time of your flight departure. What's better is, Mr. Batsky, I understand that you need to rebook your flight now, but because it is already within 4 hours from the actual flight departure, the flight can no longer be rebooked. With the use of those positive statements, you will be able to turn a negative situation around by making it sound more positive, even though you are not really able to do anything anymore about the concern or the issue. Tip number 2, to make sure you use positive scripting, is to use power words or phrases when speaking with your customers. Power words and phrases are an effective way to maintain the energy of the conversation. Usually, these are descriptive words used to express agreement or confirmation. Although using these words in your call is important, keep in mind not to overdo it as well. For example, a customer says, I'm interested in purchasing the red backpack you have listed on your website. You can say, that bag is awesome. How can I assist you with your purchase? Just using the word awesome already adds something positive to the conversation. Another example, customer says, I need help with checking my billing statement. So you can say, absolutely, I'll be happy to go over your billing statement with you. Simply using the words awesome, lovely, absolutely already makes a big difference. Tip number 3, use customer-centric or non-blaming language. Sometimes, even though it's your customer's fault, that's why there's an issue or a problem in the account, it's still your responsibility as a customer service specialist to assist the customer the best way you can. And most importantly, to help that customer understand what happened and avoid the same mistake in the future. You can start by using non-blaming language when you are speaking with the customer. What is a non-blaming language? Let's show you some examples, shall we? The customer might ask, why was my account charged a fee? And then that example is, that's because you did not pay on time, Mr. Perez. The use of the phrase, you did not pay on time, sounds like you are blaming the customer. Like saying, it's your fault, Mr. Customer. In reality, you never really know what happened to the customer that caused him to miss the due date, so you also need to be empathetic and sensitive. This is how you use customer-centric and non-blaming language. Example, Mr. Perez, your account was charged a fee because there's no payment made before the due date. You can actually turn on the option to receive message alerts on your phone or email so that you'll receive a reminder when your due date is here. With that example, you are driving the conversation to an explanation of what happened to the account and also like an education to the customer so that that same mistake can be avoided in the future. So notice that in the bad example that I provided, it says, you did not pay on time. You did not pay on time, that's why you got charged a fee. Whereas on the other example, using positive scripting or non-blaming language, it says, there was no payment made on the account, that is why it was charged a fee. So you see the difference? It's not like you are saying, you did not pay, which sounds a bit too much for the customer. It will make the customer feel that you are just putting all the blame to the customer himself or herself. So we don't want to sound like that. We still want to be sensitive because, as I mentioned earlier, we don't really know what exactly happened that made the customer miss the payment due date. Now that you have learned some positive words and phrases that you can use in your conversation with customers, it's time to learn how to close a call properly, which we will talk about in our next lesson.
Okay, thank you so much for being patient and attentive because I know that the video is longer than the ones that we are usually used to see. But I think it's a very interesting one because of the information. And for that reason, I got you some here. Expressions and words here. We have been talking about scripting, right? Basically, is the way we talk, the phrases we use, is the plan the company has, yeah, is what they give you to use. Some of the scripts can be like very, very particular from one company to the others, right? So it will always depend on the place where you are working. Why is it important to use positive one? And why the words have a different effect on people, yeah? It is the same in different contexts. The way we speak to others, of course, influence the way the listener will react, okay? So here we are. Okay, positive scripting is a customer service practice in which support teams create scripts that provide customer service representatives with pre-made positive responses to customer concerns. So you don't have to worry about elaborate them, but to know the words and also study the script of the company. As I told you before, that is even more important, right? Because sometimes they have just like very strict ones, yeah? Okay. These scripts may be specific and include exact phrases for representatives to read, as I just mentioned, for appropriately interacting with customers. Some positive scripts encourage customers to purchase certain products like upgrades or additional features. The primary goal of positive scripting is to keep conversations with customers pleasant and productive. Okay? Good. Now you help me read the next text. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see, 4 and here, 4. Yes. Okay, for benefits and then for scenarios or situations and some phrases we can use for them. So I'm going to ask, okay, our first one here is Diego. Diego, you are going to help me read the first benefit of using positive scripting when talking to customers. Okay, let's go.
Okay, make customers comfortable. Using a positive script can help representatives maintain positive tones and use welcoming words to comfort customers, especially those concerned about a product or service. This can help customers feel heard and respected, which may lead to productive conversations.
Yes, very good. So positive scripting makes customers comfortable. Yes? Okay. And if they are comfortable, it will lead to a very good conversation, right? Good. Thank you, Diego. After Diego, we have Jorge. Jorge, second benefit, please. It enhances customer experience.
Okay, teacher. Positive scripting can you help you provide products or service they hadn't considered before, such as upgrades to their existing purchase. When representatives follow a positive script, they can increase the chance of making a sale for those additional products, which can enhance a consumer's shopping experience.
Very good. So if you use it, you can take advantage of that, and you can also add other products or services that you can sell. Yeah, because you're not going to offer any if the listener is very angry or uncomfortable. That's not the right way, right? But if the customer, is calm, is attentive, feels that is being heard and respected, maybe you can take advantage of that opportunity, and you can also improve or enhance, that is the experience by selling other products. Okay, good. Thank you, Jorge. Okay, Karen, please, next one.
Consistency. A customer service representative has a script to refer to. They can provide more consistent responses to customer concerns or questions. Consistency allows representatives to help customers more quickly and give customers at the same quality service regardless of who they contact on this person.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you. After Karen, we have Catherine. Catherine, positive scripting creates a brand voice.
Sure, miss. Creates a brand voice. Another benefit of positive scripting is that it helps create a distinct voice for a brand and may improve its reputation. Representatives may add a slogan and talent specific to accompany into their positive script to make their interaction with customer more memorable and personable.
Very good. Yeah, so creates a brand voice is the idea of being particular, right? Yes, like, okay, people from that company always use this word when they call or when they talk to us. So it's like, okay, something that is memorable, yeah? Something that we will always remember. So that is an opportunity for creating something that is very particular and representative from the company. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's study these different situations and which are some possible expressions or words we can use according to each scenario, right? The greetings, when you are addressing a concern, when you have those awkward moments of silence, and when you are also closing, okay? So let's continue here with Catherine, Karen, Kiara. Kiara, examples of using positive scripting. Okay, in the case of the greetings, what can we do?
Teacher, examples of positive scripted greetings include hello, thank you for calling the clothes and things cook. CO customer service team. I'm Kiara. Can I please have your first and last name? How can I help you today?
Yes, thank you, Kiana. Greetings and introductions are the first point of contact between a representative and a customer. This is something we have discussed before, right? The way you start a conversation is very, very important and essential. So making them straightforward and positive can create a welcoming tone for the rest of the conversation, and you can also make the other people calm, yeah, like the callers. Okay, now addressing a concern. Thank you, Kiara. After Kiara, we have here Manuel.
Yes, teacher. Which one?
Okay. Addressing a concern.
Okay. Scripted responses may offer specific phrases or guidelines for certain situations. Each answer may vary depending on the company and its products or services. Some examples of addressing a situation positively include, thank you for reaching out today. I apologize for the inconvenience, and I'd gladly work with you to sort this out. For what I understand, your concern is customer concern. Could I have a little more information to help me find the best option for you? To fix this situation, I can offer you option to solve the situation. Could you please let me know whether this works for you?
Thank you so much, Manuel. Okay, great. So these are some of the options or phrases we can use when we are addressing a concern. Now, what happens when we have those moments of silence that can sometimes be awkward? After Manuel, we have Manuel. Manuela, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
During moments of silence. Sometimes a customer service representative searches for information or puts a customer on hold for a few minutes. This is when representatives can make idle conversation to get to know a customer or alert them about being put on hold. Some examples. I'm going to put you on hold for one moment while I transfer you. Is that okay? And it will be just a moment while my information request goes through. How's your day going so far?
Are you then going so far? Yeah, like a small talk, right? Okay, and for the closing ones, we have, okay, for Manuela, we have Maria, and then Mandy. Maria. Maria. Okay, Mandy, can you please help me with closing?
Yes, teacher. Closings?
Yeah.
Yes. Positive closings can make customers feel satisfied that a representative has resolved their concerns and may put them in a better mood. A quality closing thanks a customer for their time, offers additional help if necessary, and typically addresses customers by name to make them feel respected.
Okay. So the examples, please.
Okay,
Thank you
teacher.
again.
Some examples of closing response include: thank you again for reaching out to close and things go. Customer service, is there anything else I can help you with today? Do you have any question about our process to resolve your issue? Have a great day. Customer name, and please reach out again if you have any other questions or concerns.
Very good. Thank you. What's going on in the chat? Thank you, Mandy. Oh, no, Maria, we could not listen to you. So sorry. Okay, so these are the positive, the benefits, but basically this is what we, oh, that's the same, the one that we checked at the beginning. So here we have some examples. Instead of saying, I'm afraid that isn't included in your policy, you can say, your policy doesn't cover that, but I can check if we can offer that to you in a different package. Yeah, because you are showing that you are very interested in helping. I'm sorry, but the item is out of stock and won't be available for 4 weeks. This is like, well, I cannot do anything. You just have to wait. Yeah. What if you say, the item is out of stock? Would you like me to pre-order it for you so it will be with you in 4 weeks? See how different is the tone? Yeah, when you use other words. I'm sorry that the item hasn't yet been delivered. You'll have to wait for it to arrive. I'm sorry, it's not arrived yet. Let me check with the courier and see when delivery can be arranged. Yeah, sometimes when we use this kind of phrases, you are just showing that you don't care, right? You don't care. It's like, well, there isn't any other thing we can do. So what if we do this? Yeah, we can find another way. That's another solution. Even if you are telling the customer here that she or he has to wait for weeks, yeah, because these two messages say the same, this one sounds even more polite, and it gives a tone of, how can I say, like a friendly helper, yeah? And the last one, I'm sorry, but I can't give you a refund. I'm sorry that I can't offer you a refund, but since you are still under warranty, we can offer you a free repair. Okay, you are saying no to the refund, but you are also offering another solution. Okay, good, my dear friends, we are ready for the activity. I'm going to send you to a room with one person. So please, when I send you to a room, before I do it, just tell me, teacher, I cannot, my microphone doesn't work, or my connection is not working, because then you affect the other person who's waiting for you there. And they have to send the other people to other room, and that's kind of uncomfortable for some others, yeah, especially when you started to work. So this is the instruction. Let me just show you. There is a document that is the original one, the one that you guys are going to download, and you are going to write on it, and then you upload your own version, okay? Make sure you guys write the names. Maybe I can change this. Okay, let me just make some changes here. So I don't use this one, but maybe a folder like this. Okay. Okay. This is a simple exercise in which you have to complete the conversation. Wait a second, I'm just getting it ready for us. Here. Section handling. Okay, please tell me if you guys can find the document. You guys have the link in the chat. And let me show you how you guys are going to develop that activity. This is the document. First, you guys type your name. Student 1, student 2. Objection handling. Objection is when a person says no, or when the person refuses to continue the call. Miela, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I am not interested in your services. Thank you for that. I don't want to listen to any other thing. Yeah, those are the objections. Objections are common. Customers might be unsure or have concerns. This script equips customer service agents to respond confidently. So, what is the senior call center script to handle not interested objection when your customer doesn't want to listen to you? Okay? They empathize, listen to objection, and provide relevant information to address the concern. This call center script reassures customers and helps them make informed decisions. If you take advantage of that, and if you can just talk to that person, maybe the person will change their mind. Yeah? So what do you have to do? This is a very, very basic task, don't worry. Take the role of the call center agent. So you guys are here, you are the agent, yeah? And complete the conversation using positive scripting. Okay. So, hello, this is Natalia from, BBC Company. How are you today? And then the customer says, I'm good, thanks. And here, yes, you have to continue the conversation. I'm not sure what you are going to say. The idea is that you are going to persuade that customer to listen to you, convince them, persuade them, use good vocabulary, okay? I'm reaching out to introduce you to our new service that's been helping many businesses like yours. Can I share a bit more about it? So what is the context of the situation? That you are calling that person to offer something. And the customer will say no. Yeah? Actually, I'm not really interested in new services right now. I understand. It's important to consider options that align with your needs. May I ask, blah, 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 so you give more details? How are you going to keep the conversation going? Yes, how are you going to find a way to give them more details about the service you are offering? Okay, so you have to complete. Then I'm just busy with current projects and I don't have the bandwidth to explore something new. It's like, no thanks. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. It sounds like your current commitments are keeping you occupied. We definitely value your time, blah, 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 blah. You keep going. You keep going because the idea is that you need to give that information to see if maybe the person is interested at the end. Okay? You see, that could work, I guess. If you see this, that could work, I guess, is because something that the agent mentioned in that part, yeah, is attracting my attention. My attention is just giving me any idea about something that may be useful for me because it says that could work. Here we don't have a no thanks. Yeah. So this is very important. Yeah. How you guys mention that or give that information or those details or offer that service because finally the person is saying that could work. Yeah, like maybe. Great. I send you an email with a concise overview. I don't know, feel free to ask or blah, 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 or feel free to email whatever you come up with. And then, sure, it's Angela203 at hipnet.com. You say, miss, finally she, because it's Angela, she is showing interest. Yeah, perfect, Miss Angela. Thank you for your time. And I, blah, blah, blah. You too. Okay. Do you understand what you have to do, boys and girls?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
So try to be very descriptive when you have to do your part here from the aging rule. Okay, so remember you download it, you create your own document, and then upload it there. Okay, please tell me if you have any problems with the connection or whatever, because I really want this activity to work in couples. So I need to see if we really count with the people who are in the meeting. Well, there is one here. That is group of 3. Okay, no problem. So, okay. Okay, guys, see you in a bit. I already let you share your screen. You already have the link of the folder. Everything is at top. Let's go. Hello, Jessica and Manuel. How can I help you? Jessica, Manuel, and Mel. What's the question? You guys call me. Hello?
Teacher, we are opening the link.
Oh, yeah, but you call me. So how can I help you? What do you need?
No, teacher, we don't call you.
Yeah, that is what I'm here, maybe by accident. Okay, thank you.
Me
Hello, Manuel. What's your room? You have, no, let me see.
Hello, teacher.
Manuel.
I am in room 5, teacher,
5.
but before, can you please send me again the link? It's just, I just can open it from your link.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this one. Okay. He's there in the chat. Do I send you to the room?
Yes, teacher, please, can you send me again? I am on the phone in the room, but...
Don't worry.
Yep.
Okay, boys and girls, I was checking what you guys did. And those were very interesting scripts. Unfortunately, we don't have time for sharing it today, but we will, okay? So thank you so much for your time. Remember, tomorrow is our exam, so I hope you guys are on time and we can start right away. That's it. Questions, comments? Anything you want to say? Not really? Okay. Have a wonderful night. Get some rest. See you tomorrow for the test. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
teacher. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow.
Good night, teacher.
Bye-bye.